Immanuel Velikowski's theories that caused a storm of reactions in the established scientific world. Who can narrate the human past, and especially the unrecorded, or what we read in mythologies of various ancient civilizations? Probably no one, not even the historians, archaeologists, and scientists involved. However, if someone claims a different theory from the one that the establishment considers to be more correct, they immediately shut him up, accusing him of being a fraudster who promotes false sciences at the time when even they cannot prove their own theories. Immanuel Velikowski is also in this category with the label of a pseudoscientist. It sounds like an outcry in prevailing thought in 1950 when he published his book Worlds in Conflict, stating that catastrophes are recorded in the Bible and repeated in other ancient texts such as the ancient Egyptians, the Mayans, many others, were some spasm of the universe, according to Velikowski, that our ancestors once in the depths of antiquity witnessed, and in fact firsthand, particularly important events that occurred in our solar system and affected the geological and human history of our Earth. For example, there could be changes in the orbits of Venus and Mars that caused the two planets to move closer to Earth than they should have, causing floods and other catastrophes in the past. If these are also geological and volcanic, of course. Now, if there are clues, though, opinions or even theoretical evidence that differ from the established version of our history, why should all this be rejected? Why can't those who hold the scepter of academia give plausible answers to the gaps that arise from the theories they created and accept themselves? Since they are unable to do so, how can they so easily reject other theories that could potentially fill the gaps? Many people give the impression that, at least for some things, they live in a disguise and methodically move away from the real image of the truth, whatever it is. From what we read from the Immanuel Velikowski's words, he was born in Vitebsk, Belarus in 1895. He studied at the universities of Edinburgh in Scotland, Kharkov in Ukraine, what is now Ukraine, and Moscow, Russia, where he graduated in 1921 and worked as a doctor in Palestine. He continued his studies in psychology in Zurich and Vienna. In the years 1921 to 1924, he collaborated with Albert Einstein, in the publication of Scripta Universitatis. In 1939, he immigrated to the United States and was naturalized as an American citizen. Let's remember that Albert Einstein, after his death, the book of Velikowski was found on his desk, opened. In other words, he was reading it. Now, a scholar of the mythology of the Mediterranean peoples, Velikowski argued that they often escaped from the realm of myth and allegory, referring to real events that took place in the ancient past. Velikowski hypothesized that in historical times already, an electromagnetic disturbance of the solar system brought the planets Mars and Venus closer to our Earth, which thus underwent a series of changes. He cites evidence from the field of geology and paleontology for the geological changes that, according to him, shook our planet. Recent scientific observations from spacecraft have verified much of what Velikowski's were theories at that time. Marcus Allen of the Nexus magazine lecture refers to one of the most controversial theories ever put forward, and finally, as was obviously expected, was rejected by the prevailing science and history, those of Immanuel Velikowski. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Thank you. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.